Hello there, fight fans! In today's video, the anticipated clash between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, well, it might be in jeopardy. Tyson Fury is once again contemplating stepping away from this long-awaited showdown. Usyk himself harbors doubts about the fight's occurrence, and the words spoken by Fury, well, they indeed raise some significant concerns. Even John Fury does not believe that Tyson Fury has enough time to properly prepare for his clash with Oleksandr Usyk.
Tyson is first man who blah 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 blah. TV, camera, Tyson Fury, like change. It's like alien, rabbit, you bitch.
Oleksandr is no great. Oleksandr the coward. That's you little cowardly, ugly bastard.
Fury has openly discussed his ongoing struggles with psychological challenges. However, if luck favors us fans and the fight does come to fruition, Fury could be facing his first defeat. Why? Well, because Usyk will be approaching this fight as if it were a war. And considering the war happening in his homeland, this fight holds significance that extends far beyond individual victories. A triumph would offer Ukraine a ray of hope and pride in these trying times. This is precisely why it is incredibly vital for Usyk to bestow the significant joy upon his people amidst all of these challenging circumstances. So, without further ado, let's kick things off in order. When Tyson Fury once again dealt with Derek Chisora in December of 2022, he decided that the fight with Usyk was no longer interesting to him, because back then they didn't offer him enough money. Fury put aside the idea of fighting Usyk to unify the belts and signed a contract for what seemed to him then to be an easy fight with Francis Ngannou. Now, the experts were all predicting an easy victory for Fury, and Fury himself was so confident that he had already signed a contract to fight Usyk in December. He didn't even consider Ngannou to be a serious opponent, but Ngannou delivered a performance that no one expected. Fans were expecting Ngannou to be destroyed in the first rounds, or maybe even knocked out by the middle of the fight, but in fact it was Fury who ended up on the floor. Now, many still believe that Francis was actually outright robbed. Therefore, the flair of the great and undefeated boxer was absent-minded. So, Fury went to go lick his wounds, and the highly anticipated super fight featuring Oleksandr Usyk, initially set for December, faced yet another indefinite postponement. However, just last week, a long-awaited press conference took place, gathering the fighters to announce a definitive date for the forthcoming showdown, February 17th. Now, seemingly, enthusiasts breathed a sigh of relief as clarity emerged on the event horizon. But then, the saga took an unexpected turn. Despite the announced date, skepticism lingered in the air. The notion that this saga remained far from concluded circulated rapidly. To begin with, Usyk himself doubted that the fight would actually take place, saying, "I'm not 100% sure that the fight will take place. I'll be confident when I step into the ring. I will stand in one corner, Tyson Fury will stand in the opposite corner, and only when I hear the sound of the bell will I understand that yes, it has all begun." Manager Alexander Krasyuk also said that he doubts the fight and doubt it will even last, saying, "Am I sure the fight will take place? No, not at all. I've been in boxing for too long. I have expectations and hopes, but I have to remain skeptical. We want the fight to take place. Usyk's goal is to become the absolute champion, and for this, we need Tyson. His title is the only one that Usyk still lacks." Now, undoubtedly, both Usyk and his manager exaggerate their concerns, realizing that canceling the fight without a valid cause is improbable. Yet, the words spoken by Fury do indeed raise some significant apprehension. He candidly disclosed his ongoing battles with psychological challenges, shedding light on his struggles, saying, "Following each fight, I endure a 2-week depression. However, I'm actively working to conquer it, striving to reconnect with reality. I anticipate this cycle. I know it will last 2 weeks. The emotional roller coaster continues. My mood fluctuates, soaring high only to plummet even lower." Now, Fury's revelation doesn't merely hint at temporary emotional challenges, it presents a worrisome pattern. His admission of enduring post-fight depression and the subsequent effort to navigate through it cast shadow of doubt on his mental readiness for the impending bout. The acknowledgement of such psychological fluctuations raises pertinent questions about his stability and preparedness for a high-stakes encounter like the upcoming fight against Usyk. Even John Fury does not believe that Tyson Fury has enough time to properly prepare for his clash with Oleksandr Usyk. The 17th of February is the date they have to work towards, but in my opinion, Tyson needs a bit more time to get his conditioning and weight right, said John.
If anybody gets in my face, I'm knocking them out.
Come on, John, best.
I mean what I say.
Tommy's fight night.
I don't care. I mean what I say.
Come on, mate.
I mean what I say. What doubted my son? I said, every TV company you want sacking off. Sack them off Monday morning, so they don't know.
Take your top off, man.
Telling you now,
Listen, Tyson stays in shape. He's always training. You know, it's okay to put on a little bit of weight in between the fights. The thing is not to get too overweight. So the weight he's at is completely workable for him to get himself back into shape. Not a problem. He likes to work hard, so that's the reason why I tell him to take time off. Take some time off. Let your body not go, but let yourself gain a little bit of weight so you have a goal to come back to. That's what he loves to do. He likes having goals, and keeps him just right.
But if we as fans are fortunate enough for the fight to occur on February 17th, who would have a better chance of winning? If we consider Fury's preparation for the fight against Ngannou and envision it in the bout against Usyk, well, then I believe Tyson is not going to be favored as he appeared to be earlier. The boxer's odds are now evenly matched. However, if Fury performs similarly to how he did against Ngannou, Usyk will undoubtedly defeat him.
Tyson Fury just destroyed his entire life's work in one night. The legacy's over now. Fury isn't as good as we thought. As great as Francis is, the man's 37 and has never had a boxing match in his life. And this is what you get when you try and con the British public into paying all that money for some shit fights. And what you thought was an easy fight against Francis Ngannou, and your greed, lads, you flat on your f***ing back. You f***ed up when you picked the wrong guy in Francis Ngannou.
Moreover, this marks the first unification fight for the Absolute World Heavyweight Boxing Championship since 1999. The significance of this event cannot be overstated, holding immense importance for both fighters, with particular emphasis on Usyk's stake in the battle. Considering the war in his homeland, this fight carries a weight of importance far beyond personal triumph. A victory would offer a glimmer of hope and pride to Ukraine amidst these trying times. That is why it is extremely important for Usyk to give this joy to his people in these very difficult times. Thus, Saudi Arabia becomes an unexpected ground for Usyk's support base to surge. With the weight of a nation's hopes resting on his shoulders, many will rally behind Usyk in this unique setting. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury will undoubtedly sense the strain of these circumstances, amplifying the pressure of the impending bout. So, we can only hope that the fight will not be postponed again, because this long-awaited fight may finally lose its shine, and soon no one is going to be interested in it. But if this fight finally materializes, who do you predict will emerge victorious? Share your thoughts down in the comments below, as it's a pretty captivating topic worth discussing. Also, if you like this video, you know what to do, so thank you very much in advance.